Hello，各位同学，大家好，我是 Sunny。那今天我们要来看这个高级阅读里头关于嗅觉的这个定义的一篇文章，The Meaning and Power of Smell. A survey conducted by Anthony Sinnott at Montreal's Concordia University asked participants to comment on how important smell was to them and their lives. It became apparent that smell can evoke strong emotional responses. A scent associated with a good experience can bring a rush of joy, while a foul odor or one associated with a bad memory can make us grimace with disgust. Respondents to the survey noted that many of their olfactory likes and dislikes were based on emotional associations. Such associations can be powerful enough so that odors that we would generally label unpleasant become agreeable, and those that we would generally consider fragrant become disagreeable for particular individuals. The perceptions of smell, therefore, consists not only of the sensations of the odors themselves, but of the experiences and emotions associated with them. Odors are also essential cues in social bonding. One respondent to the survey believed that there's no true emotional bondings without touching and smelling a loved one. In fact, infants recognize the odors of their mothers soon after birth, and adults can often identify their children or spouses by scent. In one well-known test, women and men were able to distinguish by smell along clothing worn by their marriage partners from similar clothing worn by other people. Most of the subjects would probably never have given much thought to odor as a cue for identifying family members before being involved in the test. But as the experiment revealed, even when not consciously considered, smells register. In spite of this importance to emotional and sensory lives, smells is probably the most undervalued sense in many cultures. The reason often given for the low regard in which smell is held is that, in comparison with its importance among animals, the human sense of smell is feeble and undeveloped. While it's true that the olfactory powers of humans are nothing like as fine as those possessed by certain animals, they are still remarkably acute. Our noses are able to recognize thousands of smells and to perceive odors which are present only in extremely small quantities. Smell, however, is a highly elusive phenomenon. Odors like colors, for instance, cannot be named in many languages because the specific vocabulary simply doesn't exist. It smells like something, we have to say when describing an odor, struggling to express our olfactory experience. Nor can odors be recorded. This is no effective way to either capture or store them over time. In the realms of olfaction, we must make do with descriptions and recollections. This has implications for olfactory research. Most of the research on smell undertaken to date has been of a physical scientific nature. Significant advances have been made in understandings of the biological and chemical nature of olfaction, but many fundamental questions had yet to be answered. Researchers have still to decide whether smell is one sense or two, one responding to odors proper and the other registering odorless chemicals in the air. Other unanswered questions are whether the nose is the only part of the body affected by odors and how smell can be measured objectively given the non-physical components. Questions like these mean that interest in psychology of smell is inevitably set to play an increasingly important role for researchers. However, smell is not simply a biological and psychological phenomenon. Smell is cultural, hence it is a social and historical phenomenon. Odors are invested with cultural values. Smells that are considered to be offensive in some cultures may be perfectly acceptable in others. Therefore, our sense of smell is a means of and model for interacting with the world. Different smells can provide us with intimate and emotionally charged experiences, and the value that we attach to these experiences is interiorized by the members of the society in a deeply personal way. Our calmly held feelings about smells can help distinguish us from other cultures. The study of the smell is, therefore, an investigation into the essence of human culture. 好，那我们今天的这个带读就先到这里为止。那请回去大家再可以花些时间看这个原文哦。那这2周稍微有点感冒，所以这个录音的工作有点延宕哦。那请各位多多包涵。那如果有什么问题，欢迎请留言给我，或者这个在 Facebook 的网页这个向我传达，那我会尽快回应你。好，我们今天就先到这里为止，谢谢大家。